Hey, Viking fans. I thought I'd talk about a player we got in the offseason that seems to be earning his starting spot on this defensive line. Let's talk about him next in three, two, one. Gather around, Skull brothers and sisters. This is Skull World, brought to you by Minnesota Sports Talk. I'm your host, Dave. You can follow me on Twitter, TikTok, and Facebook at Skull World. Make sure you hit like, be subscribed, and give me a comment. Tell me what you think of Dean Lowry, our new defensive lineman we got, who from the Green Bay Packers. Why not? Let's steal from within division. Let's do it, and maybe we can learn something about this defense or their defense. But hey, he's earned a spot in preseason. He's being low key talked about, a workman lunch pail type of player. But there's some highlights to this guy that you just may not know about. I did watch a highlight reel of him from 2021, and you would think, wow. You would watch that highlight reel and you would think, wow, we got a good one. But what happened in 2022? Went from 5 sacks to half a sack. Who knows? But there are traits with this guy that I think are standing out, and that's why he's earning a spot with the Minnesota Vikings as a starting defensive lineman. He has played some nose tackle and he's played some DN. So I think he's a good fit there. You know, and I'm gonna go through his NFL draft profile, and I'll tell you what I think about him. Again, looking at it the first time, reacting to it, and telling you what I think after watching him play a little bit. Let's bring it up. You know what? I don't even have it up, so let me bring that in. Let me share my screen really quick. All right, Dean Lowry. He was drafted out of Northwestern by the Green Bay Packers. In the fourth round, he's 6'6", 296 pounds, arm length 31, hand size 9 3/8. So not a whole lot of arm length there, but not as huge a concern for a defensive tackle. I personally don't think. Again, he may be moving in and out, nose tackle, defensive end. But yeah, fourth round, 39th pick overall. So in the bonus picks in the third round. So almost a fifth rounder. Combine results, 4.87 seconds. Not bad. Okay, he's not crazy, but for his weight, pretty good. Pretty good. 10-yard split, 1.7. 1.5 is, like what receivers and running backs do. Vertical jump, 32 and a half. What the hell? Hell, Josh Oliver was a 33-inch vert, and he had 50 pounds less weight than this guy going to the draft. So that's pretty impressive. That's some, and broad jump, 9.6. Again, Josh Oliver, tight end at like a 9.9. 3-cone drill, 7.26, also about the same as Josh Oliver. This is a surprisingly good athlete. But what impresses me more is his 30 reps on the bench. That I think, sets him apart. Is that this guy has a bull rush in him. He's not elite. No question about that. But he can collapse a pocket. I've seen it. But let's look at his bio and what they thought of him coming into the draft, and I'll talk more about that. The Chicago Tribune All-State pick decided to stay in state to play for the Wildcats legend head coach Pat Fitzgerald at Northwestern. Like Fitzgerald was during his time as a two-time Bronco Nagurski Trophy and Chud Bednarik Award winner with the Wildcats. Lowry is a lunch pail. Oh, geez, they even used a word. Lunch pail player who brings efforts on every snap. Again, I didn't know they said this, and that's what I call him. This is great. He's also a better athlete than most people realize. Just said that. I can't believe he has these type of traits as a D tackle, showing the agility to spin off blocks and make plays in the backfield. 15 tackles for a loss, 8.5 sacks in 2013, 2014. He's senior year capped an excellent career with a highlight being his school record 6 tackles for loss against Nebraska. He finished as a team's second team All Big Ten honoree with 46 tackles, 13.5 for loss, and 3 sacks. Lowry could play multiple spots along the line depending on the new team's defensive scheme. Overview. Try hard player with good size who is always active. While he won't be considered a pass rush threat, Lowry's production was a function of effort and flashes of power, and the aforementioned traits and qualities give him a good shot at being drafted and becoming an NFL backup. He's a little better than an NFL backup. He is better than I. I think there's some things he talked about. He has a spin move. He does. He has this ability to bull rush somebody and then peel off of him. He's able to shed blocks, especially in the run game. He mirrors down the line and at the last second is able to separate and tackle the running back. So a lot of good things here, but I agree 100%. Good size, always active. Doesn't give up on plays. Doesn't give up on plays. He doesn't get buried. I don't see him getting pulled up. You don't see him getting buried. You don't see him losing. You see him bull rushing, knocking people back. He's a strong individual. I like him. Strengths. Comes off the snap with burst and good pad level. Yes. Gives chase on the backside. Great motor and good play speed. Yes, yes. Willing to pursue the ball with consistency or effort. 100%. When pad level is good, can generate effective speed to power attack. Agreed. I just rave about this guy's bull rush. It's not elite. I'm not gonna lie to you, but it is very, very good. His play frame to fit classic 3-4 defensive end spot. There you have it. He's a fit. Coaches praise his work ethic and team first mentality. Just what we need. More of it. Give me more, sir. Does this dirty work that helps others succeed? Yes. Always active. Again, yes. Tackle finisher rarely allows runners to escape. Has some crazy tackles in this highlight reel. Grabbing a shoulder pad, uniform off his shoulder pad, bringing him down. Some crazy, crazy tackles he's had in his highlight reel from 2021. Had as many tackles or more tackles for loss than Joey Bosa. What? In college? That's crazy. He's not Joey Bosa. Weaknesses, short arms and small hands prevent him from posting higher win percentages at point of attack. All right. Not as aware of the ball as he needs to be. Needs to unhinge from blockers early when runners are in the neighborhood. Now, I don't think it's a big problem for him. Gets stood straight up at contact as bull rusher. No. He gets leverage. And this is in the NFL. I'm seeing this. Pad level and narrow base rob him of bull rush power and rushing from inside. Looks fine. Dull straight ahead rusher with no pass rush plan. Can see that. I think for him, I think it's synchronized. Like he's gonna follow this path, and if this happens, he'll do this. But he doesn't have moves. He's a bull rusher, and then he peels off the block, and if the quarterback snaps up, he makes a sack, or he reaches and grabs him and brings him down. He's not. I've seen a couple spin moves, which aren't bad, but that's the only two things I've seen is bull rush or spin move. Doesn't threaten the edges of blockers. Don't know what really talking about there. Marginal playmaking, change of direction. All right, so this guy, I seen him mirror down the line, not lose a leverage, shed blocks, and make that tackle on running backs. I seen him bull rush and just take down the quarterback and no problem. All right. And the one thing I see him a lot doing, knocking down passes. Amazing ability to he doesn't get there, he jumps up and knocks down passes. He's an innate ability to do that. I'm very impressed. Um, good knack of being able to do that. Here's some things they Minnesota put out. 5 things to know about Dean Lowry. Hidden gem. Lowry started his NFL career in 2016 after being drafted in the 4th round by the Packers. Dan Burglar, CBS Sports, comments that Lowry was heavy-handed and used his momentum and size to compete against blockers. Though initially was projected to be a backup in the league, Lowry has started 80 of 111 career games. He's got some experience and played for good defenses. Former Wildcat, Lowry attended Northwestern University, where he's named senior as a senior to the 2015 all 10 Big Second team. We said that. He ranked second on the team. 13.5 tackles were lost that season. Talked about that. Lowry overlapped at Northwestern with former Vikings D-line Afidi Adenogbu. Said that terribly. High school standout, Lowry attended Boylan High School, Rockford, Illinois, where he excelled, especially in football, but also played baseball, basketball for a season. Dude's an athlete. He's just big. As a senior, he totaled 65 tackles, including 21 for loss and 10 sacks. He was named to the All-State Team Chicago. I don't even have this big enough for you to be reading this. Let me bring this up. Lowry's alma mater with a number of notable alumni, including Boy Meets World actor Jonathan Turner and Jodie Benson, the voice of Ariel in Disney's Little Mermaid. Okay, nice. But throwback. Lowry recently posted a fun throwback on Instagram page, a photo of him and his sister Ava as children outside the Packers practice facility. He noted the uniqueness of stopping off on a family vacation to watch Packers training camp as a youngster and later being drafted by the same team. There's the picture. Look at that. There he is, a little kid. There's the Packers. He gets drafted by the Packers. Pretty impressive. Although he's now with the right team. World traveler Lowry and his fiancee Maddie traveled to France along the 2022 season. He and Maddie, a Notre Dame volleyball alum, got engaged last June. That's him and his lovely wife at Notre Dame. They fixed it up after it got burned. That's in France. All right. So my takes from watching a little bit of him is that he's a football player. He has a motor. He has a good bull rush. He doesn't give up on plays, and he knocks down passes. He's not elite. I'm not saying he's a difference maker that I wanted, but I'll take him 10 out of 10 days, man. And have him on this team. James Lynch is now done for the season. Tonga is getting snaps at nose tackle. We don't have a lot of depth here. I feel pretty good about having him on the D end or nose tackle. I think this guy collapses pockets, and that was a big problem for us. This guy collapses pockets. And every quarterback and their dog was able to step up in the pocket. Maybe not so much anymore if this guy's going to collapse them. And that's why I'm liking it. Good offseason pick. Kwesi, you get, and the guy I talked about on Saturday, Josh Oliver on offense, and then getting this guy on defense was desperately needed. I'm impressed, man. Good job, Kwesi, finding these guys. Skull Vikings. Make sure you subscribe, like, leave a comment. Tell me what you think of Dean Lowry. Cue the music.